Hello everybody, and welcome to my playthrough of Dark Souls. This is Funzyr, and I'm doing a beginner's guide to Dark Souls. Last episode, we just beat the Capper Demon. Took me 3 tries, but you'll notice that the... sorry about that. The strategy that I used was, as soon as you come in through the fog, you'll notice that he and a dog attack you. They see you right away. Keep your shield up, circle around until you can get to the stairs. Climb up the stairs, deal with the dogs one at a time, and then you go over here on top of this door frame, and he'll try to attack you, but he'll fall off. Just do a plunging attack right on top of him, and you'll do a decent amount of damage. Do that a couple times and you pretty much just win the fight. So for today's episode, we're going to head down and we're actually going to go into the depths. Depths is actually one of my favorite parts to the whole game. One of my favorite areas. This is going to probably run a little bit long today, but that's just because the depths is a rather large area. So we come down here, and we are in the depths. There's a guy waiting here, and there's another one right here. With the +5 weapon, you will do enough damage usually that you'll just get those bonus 20% souls. These guys normally give you 50 souls, but they'll give you 60 when you do the overkill. So even 129 damage there was plenty for that. Fall down. Use your bow, use a ranged attack to take these guys out. Oh, I missed him with that shot, huh? So now you've just got that guy and this guy to deal with. If you look over here, you can see one of the butchers up there. And down here is the other one. There are 2 butchers in this level. They're a little bit harder than most of the other enemies. And here are the dogs. There's another dog over here. We're actually going to use our bow and draw him out rather than have to fight him and the butcher at the same time. Shield up, block. Oh. Shield up, circle around behind, and a backstab. Remember, they automatically I thought I had enough to kill her. Butchers are female, by the way. Now each butcher has a chance to drop a sack, but if you kill both of them and the first one doesn't drop one, the second automatically will. One thing I'd like to point out before we get any further into the game is this chest is a good chest. Pretty soon we're going to start running into mimics. One of the ways to tell, the quickest way to tell, is the way that the chain is. So see how it's curled back towards the chest? The mimics will actually be pointed out towards us. And I'll show you that when we get to it. I just wanted to point it out now because I want it to be something that you're aware of as you approach chests. And this large ember we'll take it back to Andre, and it will allow us to upgrade weapons to +10. There are dogs in this water, but as long as you stay to the side, they won't bother you. So just stay around the walls, unless if you want to fight them. Then we just head up here. Doesn't look like you can walk up it, but you can. There's the butcher that we saw before. Let's shoot her. Circle for a backstab. And there we go. So the thing about the butchers is just if they hit you, they can do a lot of damage. Keep your shield up and circle.
You. Yeah, yes, you. Here, over here. Please, you must help me.
He looks very much like one of the hollows that's in a barrel. But this is actually...
Thank you. I would have been at supper without you. Been eaten alive. I shudder to think. Thank you. Thank you dearly. I am Laurentius. Or the Great Small. I will not forget my debt to you.
So that's Laurentius. We'll run into him later. He'll be hanging out in Firelink now. Okay. So for now, let's head over to here. And we'll go this way to start. Here's the door. There's an item there, but that item's actually a trap. There's a slime up above. But that slime's also kind of a trap because of this guy. What you can do is you can run underneath and roll out of the way, or you can target him with your bow and arrow and shoot him. Now, sometimes with clipping issues, it's hard to hit him properly. And one more. So these guys don't take a lot of physical damage, but they actually do take a lot of damage from fire. You'll see we also got a soft humanity, which is great because that increases our item discovery. And in this area, item discovery is very useful because the slimes are the first place you can farm large titanite shards, which is what you need to get your weapons up to +10. But also, more importantly, and I'll show you in a little bit, you can do a farming run on the rats as well, and they drop a ton of humanity. Take care of him. Alright, we'll just shoot that guy. And just a couple of attacks. Pay attention because the other ones are going to start coming towards us. So we don't want to use up all of our stamina. But you'll see how it clipped through both of them. That's always nice to get that extra attack because it stuns the one that you hit. Don't get surrounded by them. If they attack you, they do a really good amount of damage. Just a couple more hits here and then we're done. So that clears out this area. We can't get into this door yet. We'll come back to it. And we'll come back for that giant rat too. And down here is the shortcut down to the boss, but we can't get there yet. We have to do a little bit more work. So these are the rats. These are some of the rats that we're gonna kill. This is basically what my farming run is when I need to farm up humanity. In this box here, there's that rat. Just there we go. And there's a humanity. The rats will be dropping humanities for us. We don't want to run down here, because if you look, there's a hole. If you just try to run across it, you'll fall. You can roll or jump across it, but there's an easier way. We can just go over here through this fog. There's a channeler here. There he is. Get back in the spot. So, from our angle, he can't actually hit us, because he's too far below. But one of the things he did, if you look, you can see an aura on each of the rats. He actually did his little dance and that powered up his allies. Made them physically stronger. So we just have to be more careful about being hit. These guys also have more hit points now, too. And of course there's rats that pop out of this, because what would Dark Souls be without extra traps? There are no rats in the second set of boxes, but it's nice that they put them there just to keep you on your toes. And that is our first large Titanite shard. There's one more slime here that we're going to deal with. And the slimes did not want to drop anything for us yet. This is the hole that I showed you before. Now we're on the other side of it. We don't have to worry about falling. And then over here, there is a rat. And an item. And there's a large rat right there. So we're going to actually circle around. And we'll get him from the other side. I'll show you that right now. But first, let's go back to that door that we couldn't open before. We got the key for that out here when we killed those 4 rats. The one that I dropped on, and then the other 3. That key was sitting right on this corpse here. And you can just reach through the bars and grab it. After we kill that rat, I will show you a quick run that I like to do for my farming run. We should probably rest at the bonfire. Actually, let's wait to rest. We'll just light it for now. I want to wait so that we're not going to waste time with reversing hollowing and stuff, just in case if I do make a mistake here. Also, that way I don't have to fight through all these guys that I just killed. So you'll see that the dogs turn and follow our movements, but they will not attack unless you attack them or you go through the middle of the room. It just saves time so we don't have to fight them. Behind where the butcher was is a hole that looks like it has a whole bunch of skulls and human remains. And then if you look down here, there's the giant rat. He's probably been eating all those human remains, and that's why he's gotten so big. Spider shield is going to be very useful later on. Actually, in the next area we're going to. Come here. Alright. We'll have to go around to the other side. I was hoping to draw him over here. This rat really doesn't have all that many hit points. So, a two-handed drop attack will just about finish it off. Unless if we miss. And then we run and fall down the hole. I'll cut out the run back on that. That was my own stupid fault. Actually, I'm not going to cut out the run back because I want to show you how to get there just show you again how to get there from Firelink.
Oh, hello.
Here's Griggs.
I regret meeting you under such compromising circumstances. At least we both made it back unscathed.
And over here is Laurentius.
Well, I see you made it out. Yeah, I made it out safely too. I have my pyromancy of the Great Swamp, so I can use my hands with a bit of care. Oh yeah, by the way, I can share my spells with you. I think you have a knack for it. All you need are the materials. I'll be pleased to help you. Unless you find the magic's unsavory.
No, we don't.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm sure that, they'll be of some use, some assistance. Here, first take this. A flame from the Great Swamp. Now you're a fully fledged pyromancer. Why, let's get started right now. Goodbye.
So,
Be safe, friend. Don't you dare go alone.
Laurentius here sells pyromancies. We'll probably buy a few of them later. And Griggs over here He'll sell you sorceries. We probably won't be using any of those. And wow. I haven't missed that parry in quite some time. Remember the timing. It's just as his hand passes the midpoint of his body. Just as it goes over his shoulder is the point when you parry. Parrying is slightly different on jump attacks. But besides that, you just want to hit the button as his hand starts to pass over the middle of his body. So here we are back at the depths. It's not that far to run back. Don't forget these two guys here. And that's that guy. Alright. And one more to kill. And there's another humanity for us. If that giant rat was dead, I would just jump down here and run down that door. Run through that door and do all of that. But first, let's kill this giant rat. This time, let's actually kill him. You'll notice how this dog and the butcher do not respawn. And there's a dead doggy. Hop down this hole. And now up R2. And let's back up again. Alright. Well then, haha, I will definitely be cutting out this run back. I'm sorry, guys. I've had some personal issues weighing on my head the past couple days, so I apologize. My gameplay is not up to the quality that I would like it to be. Okay, everybody, here we are. We're back. Let's try it again. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong here, but let's work our way back up and we can redo this. You'll notice how the channeler hasn't respawned yet. Those two rats in the boxes over there have, but we're not interested in them at the moment. Now, if you want to be safe, you can, of course, use your arrows, and you can just stay ranged, and the rat can't do anything about it. You have to kill these guys or they will chase us eventually. Alright, this time we're going to do it without the mistake. Sprint through all of these, and they can't chase you. They just move too slow. But we'll come back for them. We'll come back for all of this. Remember to stay along the walls, and then you don't have to worry about fighting the dogs. So here we are with the rat. Like I said, you can use the bow. Shoot him a couple times to soften him up if you want. There we go. And that's payback. And for that, he gave us one hard humanity. Now that we have access to the depths, even the humanity is not quite as important because we can always farm some. There's a slime up above, so sprint through this section. And we might as well get this rat while we're here. Alright, let's head back up to the bonfire, and then I'll show you a quick farming run so that you know the direction and everything to take. Repair our equipment. It's been a little while. Okay. So this is how I run through and farm for humanity and titanite too, to be honest. If I need large titanite, this is the first place you go that you can actually farm it. Later on, you don't need it. You don't need to farm it because it's easier to actually farm the souls that you would need. But you're going to want to kill these slimes to get some titanite. They also drop green titanite shards. A large titanite shard is what we want. So we got lucky there. Alright, these guys are all dead. That wasn't too bad yet. Then we run down here and we come through this little hall and then we just start taking out the rats. Come over here, get this guy in the crate. There's a humanity for us. So some runs are going to be better than others, but on average, if you've got one soft humanity like I do at the moment, you're probably going to get 2 to 3. If you've got 10 soft humanity and the covetous gold serpent ring, you're going to get a lot more. I've gotten as many as 9 on a single run. But you want to kill every rat you can. That includes these guys. I like to use my R2 on there because it usually gets both of them. And there's 2 humanities already. If we get one more, I'll be very pleased with this. Always worth it to kill this slime just in case. But he didn't drop anything for us. I'm trying to keep my deaths and my mistakes in here for you guys so that you can see where I screwed up, and maybe it'll help you to understand what you're doing better as you play as well. As we come up here, you'll notice that there is no more large rat. He does not respawn, which is good for me because he seemed to like to eat me. Stay on the left side coming down here, otherwise you fall down this hole, and I'll show you where that lets you out later. That rat will come up the stairs. And there's that slime dropping down behind us. we got a third humanity already. We've still got a couple more rats to kill. These guys have about 140 hit points. So right now with the amount of damage that we're doing, it's going to take 5 hits. Do a little drop attack on them. And that is a farming run. From there you just run back up these steps. And they'll take you back up to the bonfire. You can rest and repeat as necessary. Right now we've got 14 hard humanity, which should be plenty for us. Now let's go over here. This is the hole that you would have fallen down instead. And then you just have to fight your way over there. The only problem is, this guy is going to follow you. And he will curse you. If you curse, it's an instant death in this game, and you are reduced to half health. This right here, this item, we're going to come around to it right now. We're going to go get it right now. But I want you to know that that is absolutely one of the best rings for a starting character to use in this game, in my opinion. Now it can be a little bit of a crutch, so we do have that issue, but honestly I use it still. See how my curse is already building up? These guys have about 100 hit points. Right here, this is where I fell down. This is where I landed before. And that's the first time that I died trying to fight that rat. As you can see, I've already gotten my souls back, so that wasn't a problem at all. We'll kill these basilisks. Sometimes they can drop an item that you would normally need to be in a Covenant and PvP to get. Here's the Ring of the Evil Eye. That's the ring that I was telling you about. We're going to exchange that for our wolf ring. What it does is, when you kill an enemy, it gives you hit points back. About 30. So to start the game off, that's not too bad for your first playthrough. Once you get to New Game Plus and Plus Plus, you're probably not going to want this ring. You'll probably want another one. But for now, what it's going to do is it's going to save us from using Estus flasks, from blocking with our shield that only does 95% damage reduction. And up here, where I just fell through the hole, there is another item for us. It's just a hard humanity. But like I said, you can either jump over those holes or you can roll them. And we can grab that humanity. And then we can head back the way that we came. I'm going to switch to human form because there are two things that I would like to show you. So we'll run back to the bonfire real quick, and then I'd like to show you an NPC invader, and then we'll summon a little bit of NPC help for the boss fight. I'm not going to do another farming run on the rats. If I do decide to do so, I will do it off camera, because I don't want to bore you guys with me running around and doing the same thing over and over. Another thing we could do that would make the boss fight easier would be go back to Andre now and upgrade our halberd to +7. But I'm not too worried about doing that just yet. I'm more interested in actually just beating the boss. I should have reversed hollowing. Let's do that again. And now we're human form. Item discovery is 100. I'm going to use 1 humanity just to show you. Item discovery is 150. That first point actually makes a huge difference. The second and third points also make a difference, but not quite as much. Head down here. And we'll take these guys out. And one thing that I haven't shown you yet is there's a vendor here.
And good day to you. I'm Donald of Xena. I'm just a peddler of sorts. I adore trinkets and oddities, so I trade for them.
He's got a bolt gold pine resin. He's got a lot of crystal stuff. He's got some arrows if we need them. And then a few different pieces of armor. None of these are really that important for us at the moment.
Well,
So
it is a shame, but no matter. No, not to worry. Come back again. I'm always available. Not every trade was meant to be. There'll be more in store for us someday, sometime.
So we'll deal with him later. He will have his wares actually change as we progress. And I'll show you that obviously when it comes time. Alright. So we got 2 hard humanity out of this. Alright. What we do is we come over here to about where this water lets out. And then we come back. I believe that is the trigger point for this NPC. There he is. Two-handed backstab. Wow. Thought I had him. I thought that last hit killed him. Okay, we'll do it again. I will also cut out this run back. Okay, everybody, we are back, and let's do this the right way this time. I won't think he's dead until he's dead. We got him that time, guys. We got him that time. He gave us humanity and the barbed straight sword. That's the sword that he was using. That's actually not too bad of a quality weapon, especially for PvP, because as you can see, it has poison buildup of 300. That means that if you can fill up somebody's bleeding, sorry, I said poison buildup. It has bleeding buildup of 300. If you can build up somebody's blood loss, it'll do 300 damage to them in addition to the regular hit that you would have done that caused that. It also has a D bonus on both strength and dex. It's not very heavy, not very high requirements. It's not too bad for a quality weapon. Now that he's dead, let's go on and take on the boss, and then we'll call it a day. Next episode, we'll see. I think we'll go back to Andre, and then after that we'll head back down here and we'll go to Blighttown. So looking around here, you can see that's the arena that we're going to fight the boss in. There's our buddy Solaire. And here is Lautrec. So let's summon him, and then we'll get through the fog here. And we'll watch the one big dude. So he always starts by doing this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try to cut his tail off. Get away when he flies up. He'll usually turn around. See if we can bait him. Good. Get his nose. a couple of whacks in and run away. So we're gonna do an overhand chop on his tail and run away. Okay. Let's run away for a moment and get some healing in. Solaire is not generally equipped to... There we go. I feel like his tail's just about off. And Lautrec is almost dead too. And run away. Oh, run away from that. When he starts heaving like that, he does a vomit attack. If it hits you, it will do severe damage to your weapons. Yeah, we had a moment, so we used it. Let's get in here and get this tail off. It's not a weapon we're going to use, however, it's always nice for completion. Oh, run! See if we can bait that attack. And it looks like Lautrec's about to die on us. There we go. Oh. We got hit there. So, now we just have to be careful about staying behind him and baiting the attacks so that we can get around to his side or his nose. Usually he will do a rush attack like that. When he does his face slam attack, he'll usually do a rush like that, so it's really easy to just get around him. Get out of the way. If he kicks you with those legs, they do good damage too. So we've just about got him. Let's do a heal to top off just in case. He doesn't have a tail anymore to hit us with. Careful for that slam attack. That will do some damage to you. See if we can bait his face slam. Nope. Oh. Just a couple more hits and he'll be down, but we still don't want to get cocky. He's doing his vomit attack, so run away. It doesn't spread as far behind him. It's all about just being patient and getting your attacks in when you can. And here's another vomit attack. So we'll just run away. Now he's gonna rush, so let's just stay to the side and not try to get in front of him and get hit. And there we go, guys. We were able to defeat him our first time. And we got the Blighttown key. Twin humanities and a homeward bone. So thank you all for coming along with me. This has been part 8 of Dark Souls with Funzyr for beginners. I hope that you all learned something, and I hope that you had fun. Have a good day, and until next time, I'll see you later.